Hello everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Akilah.
Welcome to HeartsChat. So tonight is our last episode of our Back to School College series. So tonight we're talking about the expectations of after college and choosing a career when you're in college and kind of what that means for you after college and all the expectations. So as usual, before we get into it, we're going to do our check-in. So
Erica?
Well, our check-in's pretty much the same. We did a photo shoot.
Yes.
So as we talked about before, there's been new changes to the show, so we had to do new pictures and have a new photo shoot. So it was a lot of fun. It was very different this time.
Yes, and you're gonna see a whole different side of HeartsChat's taking pictures.
Yes, you will. So you might see a familiar face when the episode comes out of our shoot. So yeah, a lot of fun. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's pretty much
what we're up to.
Living the dream, right? That's what everybody says.
Living the dream.
Yes. Okay, so expectations after college. So I guess we'll get a little personal as we always do. Akilah, what's an expectation that you had after that you thought, go to college and after college I'll have this, that?
I think my expectations came in more after grad school because after college I was already accepted to Drexel. So I was like, I already knew what was going on. So there was no there was no expectations. It was like, all right, well, go to grad school, get that done. So my expectations after grad school, I can say, which is pretty much the same. It's just after any type of school.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna go get a job, be my career, be ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
We graduated in 2013? And I'm still working towards my license in New Jersey. So my expectation was get out of school, get a job, get my license, take my test, and be done. Not realizing that, the state of New Jersey is extremely, I'll put it nicely, strict on the things that they require of specifically our degree, which is marriage and family therapy. It's, we have all these stipulations and rules and all these things that kind of prevent us from doing some of the things that we want to do right away.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of change those expectations.
All right.
So.
Cool. Well, when I was starting college, first of all, this comes from a person who thought, when I turn 18, I'm grown.
Yes.
I didn't behave that way, but I didn't, but in my mind, because those people that you meet, I'm 18, no offense, I'm grown, I can do what I want. That was not me, but I did have it in my mind that I thought by the time I'd be 18 that I would be grown. When I was 18, I realized, oh no, that's not the case. So, but then my next expectation was, when I graduate college, I'll have a job, I'll probably be engaged, and I'll start my life. And I'm going to buy a house and, all these things. And
you know what? I'm laughing because when I was younger, kind of going off your story, it's like, I thought I was going to be married with, ready for kid at 21. And I'm like,
right? No. No. That's not
at all.
Depending on, your life and your journey where you go, I definitely wasn't ready for that. I tell you.
Girl.
So in college, I knew that I would have to go to graduate school. I knew that. So I'm like, okay, that's, as you're in there more longer, you're like, okay, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
You kind of get to see different careers. But I thought I would graduate, and I had the expectation of going to graduate school, but I didn't know what school I was going to yet. I was still doing my application process and scrambling and everything. And it was just a hard time because I thought, okay, what am I going to do with this degree? I was a psychology major. I was like, what am I going to do with this?
Exactly.
I have to go to graduate school. So, my expectation after graduate school was I'll have a real job because now I have a master's, so I'll be making real money,
I'm crying, laughing over here.
Yeah, because the story, I think a lot of people have the expectation. Think about graduate school compared to undergrad. It depends on your major.
It definitely does.
So let's go right into it. Since we're already talking,
yes,
let's go right into it. I know people that have their undergraduate degree in something like business and can go graduate school and be booming and in their career and moving up.
Yeah.
And then people that have to go to graduate school, and have a master's might not even make as much as somebody that with a bachelor's degree. Because it really depends on what your major is.
Yes, it really does.
And if you talk to somebody who's making money in something that's not their passion, they'll probably tell you do what's your passion.
Yeah.
But then you talk to somebody who's doing their passion, like us, not making the money yet, I'm still not going to tell you just to make the money.
Yeah.
I still think you should follow your passion because it's rewarding. Just know that the money won't be there right away.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there's still opportunity to make money. You just got to get creative and be patient, and network. You got to just work a little harder.
So I think a lot of this comes from our grandparents and our parents, their expectations and what they kind of had in terms of you go to school, you'll get a job. Mm-hmm. Back then, yes. Right now, no. That is not like a reality for so many college graduates.
Yeah, the steps are different.
100% different. There's like more laws, more that, but there's also the economy. Like jobs aren't available. There's all these. It's a completely different world. So to kind of live off the expectation, work hard, go to school, then your job's gonna come to you. It's not realistic anymore.
Yes. So when you're choosing a career, I think it's smart to look at the full picture. Look at the financial standpoint of it, look at what you like to do, and maybe you can find a balance.
Yeah.
Just being real. Maybe you can find, you want to be an artist? Okay, well, maybe you want to be an artist, but maybe look at graphic design or commercial art or something like that. Something that's going to pay the bills to support your dream.
Exactly. And even with that example, maybe become a teacher if you want to do it, because then you have your teaching degree and you can do what you need to do in your career.
Exactly.
It's very important to kind of have that balance. Like looking back now, it's like, okay, maybe could have did stuff a little bit different, but hey, I'm on it now. Right.
I definitely think though, if you choose something that inspires you and that's like your dream or something that you're passionate about and it's in your, capability to do it, I think you should definitely go with that, because if you're passionate about it, you're gonna find a way to, make it successful and you'll be happy. I think you will try what you need to do to be creative about it.
Yeah.
With it.
100%.
Versus picking something just for the money. No offense, but it's almost a waste of money because you pick something for the money, you're not happy, and then you'll probably consider going back to school. Maybe you say, okay, well, I'll have the money to go back to school. But you already went to school, and now it's the money, and now you got to pay more money and spend more time, in school. And if it's worth it, of course, I'm sure you'll do that. But if you could save the time and save yourself the headache, just go with something that, you're passionate about. Just keeping in mind the balance and trying to find something in there that, makes sense.
And, this is going to be a little taboo and what I'm about to say, and get ready for it. No, but nowadays, a lot of kids, a lot of people coming out of high school are making money and doing things without going to college.
That's true.
Because there are other ways. There's a lot of young entrepreneurs saying, forget the system in their own way and are doing all of these different things, creating things to better the world. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I wish I would have thought of something like that when I was younger.
It's crazy. I think it's networking.
Exactly.
Who you know, what you know, and having a mentor.
100%.
And also being like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Believing in yourself. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to do. You got to believe in yourself.
Exactly. Because it just amazes me nowadays how many kids, I keep saying kids, but like students, yeah, students are like doing such great things even in high school. So they already have the money. Then when they get to college, if they want to go to college, then they're fine. So it's like, I feel like this generation, now I don't know if you can correct me if I'm wrong or if you think differently. I think this generation, although it's the whole millennial thing, but I think they're a lot more compassionate towards and more aware than people are giving them credit for.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they're all about doing better for socially everybody. They're all about finding ways to kind of bring people together and working hard to create their own spaces because they're not available to them. So, I think they're really hardworking.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. That's especially if it's generation people talk so down about that. No, there is a positive. You just don't understand it. That's what it is.
Preach, girl, preach.
So, but yeah, I agree with everything you said. And going back to the expectations, because we're going to wrap it up for today. Our final tips is sometimes, you know what Akilah had to do? You had the expectations. Sometimes you have to reevaluate those expectations and change them and make them a little bit more realistic. And realize that sometimes you have expectations for a situation that you haven't been put into yet. So once you're in that situation, you can kind of have a better idea that, okay, I need to shift these expectations, you know, over here. And recognizing that you can't compare yourself to anybody, especially...
Please, say it again. Say it again.
Not compare yourself to anybody. Especially, I think, your parents and people that are a part of a different time and generation. Like Akilah was saying, when the economy was different, when the expectation and the norms were different.
Yes.
It's different now.
I'm just going to say it again because this is something I think is so hard for people to understand is you can't compare yourself to other people and where they are.
No matter what.
Even on your level because you don't know if their parents are helping them or like you don't know. Just
you don't know.
Do you.
Exactly. Do you. So we'll end it there. And if you like more episodes on the Back to School College series or any other point in school, maybe graduate level or even high school or, you know, let us know. So comment under the video on our Instagram pages. We'll be happy to do, you know, another series like this.
Yep.
So we'll catch you next time.
All right. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to HeartsChat today, where we speak from the heart. We hope that you enjoyed our show. Catch us every Sunday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel and on our website, which is HeartsChatRadioshow.com. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages at HeartsChat Radio on Instagram and at HeartsChat on Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope.
We love to hear from you. If you have any comments or questions or topics that you want to hear about, you can email us at HeartsChat@HeartsChatRadioshow.com. And for all of your personal relationship questions, please visit my blog from ericasheart.com. Thank you for listening to HeartsChat, where we speak from the heart.